Your FastMCP server tests should write themselves, or at least feel that way. We'll use inline-snapshot to automatically capture and verify your server's tool responses, so you only update tests when the behavior intentionally changes. You'll see how a single line replaces manual assertions while keeping tests readable and maintainable.
From inline-snapshot, import snapshot. Async def test list tools, main MCP client. Client FastMCP transport. List tools equals await main MCP client. List tools. Assert list tools equals snapshot.
This demonstrates the fixture pattern combined with snapshot testing for verifying FastMCP server behavior. The approach uses Pytest Fixtures to provide a clean, isolated client instance for each test, while snapshot assertions capture the expected structure of complex responses. What makes this distinctive is how it separates test setup from assertion logic, enabling reliable verification of server outputs without hard-coding brittle expectations. The pattern works by establishing a consistent testing environment through fixtures, then using declarative assertions to validate server responses. Snapshot testing automatically captures the current output on first run, creating a baseline that future tests compare against. This approach shifts the focus from writing detailed assertions to verifying behavioral consistency, making tests more maintainable as your API evolves. This matters because it solves two critical testing challenges: managing test dependencies and handling complex response structures. The fixture pattern eliminates repetitive setup code, while snapshots reduce the maintenance burden of detailed assertions. It's particularly valuable for API testing, where response structures may change frequently, or when you need to verify large, nested data structures without writing exhaustive manual assertions. Let's break it down line by line.
From inline-snapshot, import snapshot.
Imports snapshot from inline-snapshot, a Pytest extension for auto-generating test assertions. You run Pytest inline-snapshot equals fix to update these assertions after verifying test outputs, eliminating manual assertion writing.
Async def test list tools, main MCP client. Client FastMCP transport.
This defines an async test function that verifies the tool listing endpoint. The main MCP client parameter is a Pytest fixture providing a pre-configured FastMCP client, ensuring consistent test setup and automatic cleanup. The async declaration matches FastMCP's async-first architecture.
List tools equals await main MCP client. List tools.
This awaits the list tools RPC call to the MCP server, retrieving all registered tools. The async await pattern handles the network request without blocking, which is critical for test performance in async environments.
Assert list tools equals snapshot.
This uses inline-snapshot to auto-generate test assertions. On first run with Pytest inline-snapshot equals fix, it captures the current list tools output as the expected value, creating a regression test that fails if the API changes unexpectedly. Eliminates manual assertion writing while keeping tests precise. Snapshot testing pattern. The inline-snapshot library transforms FastMCP testing by replacing manual assertion maintenance with automatic snapshot generation, where the first test run defines the expected output. Always run Pytest inline-snapshot equals create before committing new snapshot tests to avoid CI failures from empty snapshots. This approach makes test maintenance proportional to change frequency rather than test complexity.
The test that writes itself becomes the documentation that never lies.